Hi guys, welcome back to Digital Dreamer. Today I'll be showing you how to make a Roman to integer code in Python. So this is the key, these are the rules. For those of you who know what Roman numerals are, here's the timestamp. Okay, so there's a key. I is 1, V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1000. So the rules. There can never be 4 of the same numeral. Any number less than the number that comes after it will be subtracted. Any number greater than the following number will be added. Okay, now that we know what Roman numerals are, let's show you how we would theoretically make one. For example, IV. We start with I, that's less than V because 1 is less than 5. So you do 5 minus 1, that's 4. But let's say we had VI. Because 5 is greater than 1, in this case, and 5 is before 1, 5 plus 1 is 6. So, IV is 4, but you cannot write 4 like this. It's IV. So let's try IX. X is 10, I is 1, 1 is before 10 and 1 is less than 10. So therefore 10 minus 1, 9. However, if you do XI, X is greater than I because 10 is greater than 1 and X is before I, so that makes it 11. Let's try another one. We'll do LIV this time. So L is 50. If you add, and as you can see, 1 is less than 50. 50 is before 1, so that's 50. But as you can see, 1 is before 5, so that becomes 4, which is then 54. Okay, so that's how you would theoretically do Roman numerals. Let's see how to code that. Alright guys, I am in my IDE. Make sure you are too. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new function, Roman to int, pass in one argument, string. Then we're going to start by checking if the string is empty, because then we can automatically return 0. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a new dictionary. We'll call this value dict. This will be like the key. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set I to 1, V 2, 5, X 2, 10, and we're just gonna do that for all the Roman numerals. So this will be just all the Roman numerals. Okay, so now we'll create a new variable, output. This will be what we're returning later. For now, we'll just set that to 0. we'll create a new loop going through the whole string for I in range 0 to the length of s. Basically, this will just loop through the whole string. Then we'll say current value is equal to the value dict of s of I. So basically, this will take s of I, which will be our current number, whatever index we're on, and then this will look for that in the value dict, and then when it's found that, it'll set the current value to its value. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say if I plus 1 is length less than the length of s, or basically if we're not at the end of the string, I'm going to say next Roman, or the next Roman numeral is equal to s of I plus 1. So now we're going to say the next value, which is the value of next Roman. We'll look for that in the dictionary and then return the matching pair. So that will be valued dict of next Roman. Then we'll say if the next value is greater than the current value, or basically if we had like IV, because V is greater than I and 5 is greater than 4, then instead of just going like 5 minus 1, we could do 0 minus 1 and then 1 plus 5. That'll still get us the same thing. So all we're going to do here is we're going to say output minus equals the current value. However, if it's less than, then we'll add it. And then if we're at the end of the string, then all we have to do is just blindly add our current value. And then we just return the output. Okay, so this, now when we put this in a print statement, Roman to int, I'll say IV. It'll return 4. Now, while it does do the normal kinds, one thing I must tell you is that it will still return 4 if I go I. It'll just also return 4 if I do IV, or C if I do LIV, or 54. It'll return 54. If I do CDLIV, or this is 454, it will return 454. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button.